Maybe you could tell us why they are seeking a recusal.
You know the story of Aroa and Chimarel Dam is a big investigation, and it's very political, especially now that the people in power today were the ones who had been previously accused, and there were a lot of documentation to link them to, malpractices in terms of that particular dam. And I've had my own share of problems with Thwake Dam in Makueni, whereby when you delay or stall a little bit, and Makueni stalled when Ruto came to power, and some 5 billion shillings had been removed from the project, and when they failed to pay the subcontractors and they failed to pay the workers, there was a closure. And immediately, just as you can see in the case of Etare, vandalism came in. People went to steal things there, cement, metal, and all that iron bars, and that brings increases the cost of the project. And some people also made fraudulent claims, in court, and the court matters seems not to address very scientific things like cost of excavation. 1 + 1 is 2, not 11. And therefore, there's a lot of corruption going on in the dams. In terms of recusal, for you to ask a judge or magistrate to recuse yourselves, you must show and demonstrate proper conflict of interest between that judge or magistrate and the person who is being accused. In this case, I think the DPP is playing politics. I don't think there is sufficient ground, for that particular magistrate to recuse herself. And the best thing the magistrate can do is to refuse to recuse herself, because there's a way you deal with a magistrate or a judge if you have a complaint against them. There's a way you file your case against the Judicial Service Commission, and then each party will be given an opportunity to defend themselves or to explain their case. So when it comes to dealing with judicial officers, I think there should not be, unless there's sufficient evidence, they should not be, pushed around. The independence of a judge or a judicial officer or a magistrate cannot be taken away from that particular judge or magistrate. And therefore, the magistrate should stay firm unless she has reasons to believe she should also recuse herself. And ordinarily, when there is such situation, when there is conflict of interest, or there is a matter which really warrants recusal, ordinarily the judges or magistrates move that motion themselves. And they say, for 1 or 2, 3 reasons, I'm unable to proceed to this matter. And the matter is given to another judicial officer. So I think DPP should know that we are aware of the story and the corruption in these dams and the political push to save some of the characters who have stolen money in these processes. And the Kenyans should stand very firm, and those giving witnesses should stand very firm, so that whoever has taken from these dams, taken away monies, first of all, they should be given an opportunity to return that money and to mitigate the cases. If not so, then they should face jail. And there should be no favor, to certain individuals who are very well known to have stolen from public coffers.
So is it Rotich who's been, because I think the case is centering around him very much. We can't see other culprits. We had the PS as well. He was exonerated. Now he's the governor of the Central Bank of Kenya. Is it Rotich so far? Isaac Maura?
I think Daryl Maanzo should be one of the witnesses. He seems to know a little bit more.